I feel with what we do at Kitchen Theory when we design events for brands, that we're really in some way in a business of designing Instagrammable moments for people. And when you were talking about your team, what restaurants they want to go to or that they find interesting, a lot of this does come down to now what people see socially, what their friends are sharing, and how attractive a place or a space looks, or how kind of engaging and exciting it looks to be, and as opposed to just having great food, great service, as you said, which in a way in a city like London have to be a given. What is beyond that? And I feel that one area of restaurants that have really, the bar has been kind of continues to rise and rise, is bathrooms. Right? If you think about bathrooms in restaurants 20 years ago, they're nothing like bathrooms in restaurants today. There's so much more of a focus on having these kind of great spaces that are in, and I'm not just talking about kind of really amazing high-end restaurants. I'm even talking about smaller eateries that will do really nice, unique little kind of elements in there. So I remember going into this one place in Brighton, tiny little eatery there. And you go into the bathrooms, and they had basically wallpapered it with something like Beano comic strips or something like that. And it was just the fact that the amount of detail they had gone into that you thought, oh, this is really cool. And you think everything on from that end of it to, let's say, Sketch,
of
that
course.
has those probably the most Instagram bathrooms I've ever seen. I'm sure there are people who just go there just to Instagram themselves in the bathrooms. So
sadly,
what are the other, let's say, hidden parts of a restaurant that you don't think maybe, or that should be, that haven't been fully exploited yet, or that could be? Because we've opened up kitchens, right? And now the chefs have come out into the front. There are bathrooms. We've kind of done something like that. What else could we do?
Hidden parts. I'm trying to think. Is there a hidden part anymore for any restaurant?
What about
all the back of
entrances?
All the back of houses become front of house.
It has,
You sit inside the kitchen now, and you have kitchen tables, which are amazingly designed, and you have these beautiful kitchen table experiences. Again, kitchen tables, they always existed. They were never extremely nice. They were great experiences because you're next to the action, but they were never well, I don't think 20 years ago they were beautifully designed. They were just more functional.
I think the novelty was to be in the kitchen.
The fact that you're in the kitchen. Well, now they're in the kitchen, but they look also amazing. You've got
uniforms?
You mean of the whole thing, not the spaces? Okay.
No, what's
I think
kind
uniforms
of in restaurants, what could we do to really... what's the maybe...
I went yesterday, I'll tell you a tiny thing. There's always small things. I went yesterday to the Standard Hotel. We were very lucky. We were given a tour of the whole hotel. And then we went to the Double Standard, which is their take on a pub. You know, it's a very nice space. It's very casual, very approachable, very beautifully designed, very beautifully detailed. And we sat at this table, me and my colleagues. And then we put our hands under the table, as we do, being designers, being restaurant designers. And we normally cover the underside of our table with felt to help with acoustics. That's our go-to, you know. And also it feels soft. If you put your hands, you feel something nice and tactile. If you are wearing a skirt and you're, you know, a short skirt and or shorts for a man, and your knees touch, your skin touches it, it's got a nice quality. You're not touching some horrible ply and screws, and you know it catches on your trousers, and you've just destroyed your nice pair of trousers. So that is normally what we do. We touched this, and it was actually the same exact expensive wood finish as the top of the table on the underside of the table. Wow. Not only that, it was beautifully shaped, like almost like an airfoil design, almost like the section of an airplane wing. Yeah. And we were like, wow. And one of my colleagues said, why do you think they've done that? I said, I have no idea. It obviously doesn't serve a functional purpose. It's not going to give the table a better structure or anything. And I'm sure my take on this is that they wanted, a bit like the bathroom, to say to the customer that we've given love to everything that you see, but also the thing you don't see.